doing? The fabulous Miss Bling thing here. Driving by myself. I thought I'd get on here and it's been a minute. So I think it's since Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought I'd take you guys with me on a drive since you know how James and I would always do that. We would take you on a drive with us. So I thought, well, let me take you with us, and we'll do that. I'm traveling to the Rio Grande Valley where my parents live for the holidays. So, hi everybody. It's been a minute. Today also marks, let's see here. Today also marks the 9-month anniversary of James's going home. And I guess on hindsight, right, I can say I've made it through for 9 months. I've made it through 9 months, right? But of course I miss him like crazy. Like I said, I'm traveling, and so it doesn't make it easy. It's still bittersweet. Hi. Mwah. Thank you, Be Easy Adventures. How are you doing? Amigo? Like I said, I'm traveling solo. You'll see my clothes back there. And yeah, from Conroe to the Rio Grande Valley, it's about 5.5, 6 hours, depending. So I've done 5. So I've got about an hour. I got about 100 miles to go. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's bring you guys along, and just kind of share where I'm at, what I'm doing, what my goals are for 2024. 2023 was not the greatest year, I mean, it was in the beginning, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. We in January, James and I, of course, he celebrated his 59th birthday, and we traveled. We went to California. We saw Big Easy Adventures. We met him. We had an amazing time. The Yoshis, and it was great, fantastic, right? We got to go to Vegas. We went on a cruise. We went to Mazatlan, we went to Puerto Vallarta, we went to Los Cabos, St. Lucas. So it was great. It was amazing. Celebrated his 59th birthday. Guys, sometimes it's like, if you just would have known, right? If you would have known, like, if I would have known that was my last birthday with him, that was this year would just change my life. Hey Rocco, how you doing, amigo? That it was going to change my whole life. I probably wouldn't have believed it, right? You wouldn't have believed it, because and this is how life can just change for you instantly without warning. I think I saw some signs, because James and I were always about that, like the signs are always talking. And he's right. The universe is always talking, all the time, always. And TL Slots, DW TV Slots, how you doing, amigo? Man, you've been hitting it really good at Polomati Slot, was it? I know I'm saying it wrong. Polomati Slot over there, in Wisconsin. Anyway, and so you just don't know what life can throw at you. You don't. Like I said, if somebody would have told me, Sonia, you're going to be a widow, you're going to be single, I would have said, yeah, right. What are you talking about? And yet here I am, So first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for continuing to support this channel, James in my channel now. Well, now it's, you know, it's still Straight Up Slots, but now it's just with the Fabulous Miss Link thing, right? Because you're fabulous because you make me fabulous, and he's always with me, and so, you know, and always listen to the signs, guys, because, you know, people, and you know, we, so hopefully by the time we take care of each other, you know, and there's going to be people that disappoint, that challenge. I always say people are either a challenge or a blessing, right? They're a lesson. They're definitely a lesson, and you know, let the haters hate and just keep on with marching into love, into nothing else. You know, if I can do something for you, if I can pray for you, and if I have means, if I have money and I can give it, I will give it. I'm at a point in my life where I really don't, life is too short to be worrying about some crap that at the end of the day is not going to matter. You know, I bought James all kinds of beautiful things, and as he and just like that, he's fun. And there's that stuff, things of the heart. That's my goal. That I had anticipated, not one that I wanted. Without Santiago, I am, and I'm making the best of it, no matter what. You know, I am unbreakable as my videos. I don't know if you guys see me on TikTok, but I am on TikTok, and I'll let the songs tell my story, because, you know, a lot of those guys that have sang those songs have been through, and it's so funny, they've been through the same thing that I went through, or they went through it before. I know Danny Goki lost his wife. I know Jeremy Camp lost his wife to cancer. And, I mean, it's just like so many similarities. I mean, they're like talking for me. I mean, out of the heart, right? Out of the heart, the mouth speaks. And, you know, just when you want to give up, when you don't want to go anymore, because you're just like, I just can't do this. I just can't do it. You know, God reminds me of the song, how he's always with me. You know, there's a song called Hold You, and by, well, there's two, Hold You Tight, and then there's another one, Hold Me Tonight, by King and Country, and that was one of the first songs I heard when James passed. For me, is to adjust, because, you know, every morning, you know, James would call me, and, you know, well, first he would pray over me and kiss me, you know, and then he'd go off to work, and then a few hours later he would check on me and call me and see how I was doing, and we would pray, and then he'd call me at lunchtime, or I'd call him. I mean, I'd call him for the stupidest things, you know. I just love talking to him. That's just the person that I am. I you know, I want your attention, I'm going to give you my attention, you know. So that's who we were, and I'd call him at lunchtime, and then, or he'd call me, and then he'd call me, you know, right after he'd get off of work, and he'd say, "Hey, sexy, you want to ride with me?" And of course, I wanted to. I said, absolutely. And you know, guys, sometimes it was a 5-minute drive, sometimes it was 10 minutes, sometimes it was a 20-minute drive, depending on where we were at, and wherever he was working at, you know. And we would ride together. And he would just share with me, you know, his day. Sometimes he'd be like, I don't want to talk about work. Okay, no problem. You know, some men don't want to talk about work. So we were talking about things that we were going to do, what he was going to do with the slot channel, you know, what things that, you know, ideas, you know. I mean, we talk about the kids. I mean, we talk about so many things, you know. And damn it, I miss my best friend. He was my best friend. He wasn't just my husband, he was my best friend. And you don't find friends like that. They are not a dime a dozen, that's for sure. And I know that I know he doesn't want me to be sad, but or cry, but that's just who I am. You guys know this. I've always been a crybaby. I'm a crybaby. When we'd watch movies and I'd be crying, and he'd look at me like, "Oh, baby," and he'd make fun of me because I was crying. But you know, guys, that's who I've always been. My emotions are on my sleeve. You know, I'm just that person. Oh, Danny D, I love you too, girl. I love you too. Mwah. I love all of you guys. I love all of you guys. I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for you guys' support and prayers. Oh, Camp After Dark. You know, I wouldn't have made it this far. 9 months. You know, I honestly thought I would die of a broken heart. Because I feel like my heart is broken, not just in half, but in 4 parts, with my children gone and now him. It just feels like I feel like Job, you know, and I'm just waiting for God to restore everything back. I mean, I know I'm not getting James back. You know, I know I'm not getting James back, but you know, I don't know if you guys ever heard the story of Job. You know, Satan was, I guess, tempting God. I don't know, or telling God that, you know, Job, because God was always saying that Job was his faithful servant, and that, you know, Job would never, you know, disregard him or never curse him, you know. And of course, Satan says, well, you know what? Let me at him. Let me at him. And so God's like, okay, you know, I'll let you do whatever to him, but you cannot kill him. That's the one thing you cannot do. Okay, you got it. So of course, you know. Hey, Barbara. Thank you, and thank you so much, Barbara. I love you too. Thank you for hanging out with me. You know, on my drive, like we used to do, like James and I used to do all the time. You know, and of course, you know, God is like, but you can't kill him. You can do whatever you want to him, but you can't kill him. You got it. So of course, you know, what happens to Job? He loses his children, then he loses his wife, he loses his home, and then he loses. I mean, he lost everything, and then he gets boils, and then if that didn't work, you know, he got boils, and so to him. I mean, he even had to convince him that God was not. Where's your God now? Look at all these things that have happened to you. Where is he now? You know, where's God? You know, he's abandoned you. Aren't you going to curse him? And of course, Job didn't. And of course, my favorite scripture of the book of Job is 42, where, you know, the Lord, of course, healed him and then restored back everything that he lost. So, which kind of brings me to a puzzle, right? Because, you know, God is God, you know. I mean, God can do whatever. You know, I think men in general put him in a box, and I don't think God is in a box. I think that God can do whatever the hell he wants. And there's no limits of what he can do. He is unlimited. But I saw that right. Anyway, I mean, and maybe he did give him his wife back. And children more. Maybe he gave him more than what he lost. It's a double for his trouble. So did he give him 2 wives? I don't know. Asking for a friend. I always wondered that. Did he give him 2 wives? You know, so he had 7 kids to give him 14. You know, so he restored to him double of what he lost. And so, guys, that's really where I'm at. I'm ready for my restoration of the Lord restoring to me everything that I lost. You know, my children, because I also lost my home. We lost our home. We had a beautiful house, and we got scammed and lost our home. And then it was, you know, our children. and now it's James. And so for the past 9 months, I've been living with my son, which I am very grateful for. And got back into real estate in August. Haven't sold a house yet, so I would ask you guys to keep that in prayer for me still. I have a couple of potentials that I'm working with, but you know, nothing concrete yet. A lot of people on the fence, and I know that people are kind of like leery about, you know, they're leery about the interest rates, but you know, people need to understand that the interest rates, this is the norm. 6, 7, that's the norm. Now, a lot of builders are offering 5.9 that I saw. You could even probably even buy down 1 extra point. So, and there's a lot of incentives. The year-end sales are huge, and also new beginning of the year sales are coming up too. So there's a lot of like incentives, like $20,000 off a home. So those of you that are considering moving to Texas, come on in, come on. Miss Bling thing will help you. The fabulous Miss Bling thing will help you get there and get your home. But anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of incentives, guys. Year-end incentives and beginning of the year incentives. So for those of you who are considering to come into Texas. So let me just kind of tell you guys, I always feel like Texas is a whole nother country, and I kid you not, because every part of Texas is different. I came from Houston. Of course, you got the coast and everything, right? I'm coming along the coast, and the weather is definitely different. So when I left Houston, it was in the 40s, high 40s. We're coming into the Rio Grande Valley, and it's 72. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be taking this beanie off. You know. So I mean, the weather changes everywhere. You go to El Paso, because you got the mountains and stuff. Of course, it's cooler there. You go north. I mean, I think San Antonio and down, you know, you're going to get basically around the same kind of temperatures. Maybe San Antonio will be maybe a little bit cooler. But, yeah, Texas is definitely a whole other country. You got all different seasons around. I mean, you know, we don't really experience the winter, of course. Winter for us is like in what, 50s maybe, you know, sometimes below that. Unless we got a few years ago where it like snowed and it was crazy weather, which is definitely not typical for Texas. So, but I just wanted to come on here, guys, and just kind of share where I was at, where I'm at, and just tell you guys that I love you and appreciate you. And I will be going live next week, so please have your notifications on. I will be in Choctaw, the 30th and 31st. Able to be talking and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, sorry guys. Yes, I am looking forward to seeing all of you guys. I will be in Choctaw next week. Looking forward to it. I've been itching to go to the casino. It's been a whole minute. But I'm really looking forward to it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this little road trip. And I will be to the valley in about another 45 minutes. But again, I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting Str8Up Slots. I'm going to keep this channel going as long as I can, and just share my life with you, this journey, is it this life called journey, or this journey called life? However y'all want to look at it, right? It's a journey, it's a trip, it's life. So I really look forward to seeing all of you guys. Like I said, let me know if you guys want to meet in Choctaw. Like I said, I'll be there the 30th and 31st. I don't know which day I'll go live yet, but I'll definitely keep you posted. I'm trying to see our schedule, because I'm sure my kids are going with me, Joey and Sarah and the kids. So they love Choctaw. Boy, do they love Choctaw. So they like the casino life, and So is the only one that takes them there. Lama So. But anyway, guys, I love you. You guys be blessed. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Please take care of one another. And just remember that love is powerful. It can't be broken. It can't be taken. It is a powerful force. Just please, please be good to one another. Encourage one another. And remember, if it ain't paying, we ain't staying. Cha-ching. Love you guys. Y'all be blessed.